Hello, this is Grant, and I'm here with Andrew.
Hello again.
Andrew is a RuneScape noob, and he's going to be continuing this OSRS blind play. So, in this part, your goal is to make a set of leather armor. Okay?
What if I accidentally make a bookshelf instead?
That would be hard out of leather. But I'm going to say you need to make a chest piece,
Okay.
chaps, and a coif, which is a hat.
Are they assless?
They may be.
Okay.
But yeah, you're free to get started.
Okay.
Again, so the only time Andrew's ever played RuneScape was the previous video, which I'm sure I'll toss a link up for, where he made a cake, which you can see in his inventory. So yeah, just explore around. Obviously, it's leather, so you want to do that. You'll need to figure out how to work with the leather and like how to get some tools.
The guy's not.
Yeah. Who are you looking for?
I remember there's a guy at a shop right here from last time. That's when the feet.
Oh yeah, you can't buy it because there's almost certainly going to be.
Well, I was wondering if
you can right-click him, by the way, and hit.
I forgot about that. I don't.
I'll try and feed you a little bit of the basics because so it's not like how do I switch spaces and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's there's almost always leather here though, because a lot of people make leather in this area and then just sell it to the shop because no one buys it on the Grand Exchange.
Okay. Tinderbox.
So basically the
chisel?
goal, yeah, it's a chisel.
I don't know why I need that, but
That values it, and you have to buy it.
I'm buying one.
If you hit your game chat over in the bottom left there, that'll tell you a little bit more about it. Stuff like you
Okay.
clicked it and it didn't do anything. It actually spat out a message to your game chat if you're curious.
Was that? I forgot that it also talks to me up there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. There was no leather here though.
That surprised me. Usually there is, especially on this world, because it's usually pretty full.
I figured there might be leather in here. So.
Well, again, you have to get all of your stuff yourself. You can buy it from the shop if it's like obviously something to carry all the time. Like he always has buckets, but if you go in there and he has like a dragon head, that's not something he just normally has.
Dragon head?
Draconic visage.
It's like what is it? What?
No, so I will also tell you can pull up your map by clicking under your mini map.
Oop.
Or clicking on that. That works to move too.
But is this not your mini map?
Yeah, so clicking under it on the globe.
Is that a globe?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can expand that too and whatnot. Drag it around. That white circle is you. Is
That
one of the
one.
features of OS Buddy. No, the one to your right.
that one. The one with
Yes,
the
it'll
cross.
move around with you.
Okay.
So, but
Bridge.
yeah.
So you said I can go to. So I'm Lumbridge, and you said I could go east.
Yes.
So to the duel arena or
The desert
Hold-
area essentially.
Okay.
But yeah.
Shoot. That looks like a pickaxe.
That's because it's again, this is OS Buddy, so it's laying it over the game. You're actually your mouse hovering over a sheep under the map. That is a pickaxe.
Oh.
Let's see, like there's sheep
Okay.
under it. Yeah.
I'm
So
like.
I will say the goal here again is to let Andrew try and experience as much as possible. So I will like say certain things like interface like that, like that's confusing. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to avoid being like, go here, kill this guy.
Oh wait.
So
I remember.
Yeah.
There's a place I could find a pickaxe.
there is, but you don't need it.
I don't. There's no reason to have a pickaxe.
There is not.
What about an axe?
I guess. I mean, if you want a weapon, you can get that.
I thought I could pretty much smite most problems with my fist anyway.
I think you can. I'm 99 combat, but I don't think anything around Lumbridge or I get nothing in the desert should kill you unless you literally wander into the duel arena. But yeah.
By accident.
Yeah, but you have to accept the duel and it's a whole thing and you have nothing to lose on you.
Okay.
I mean nothing that I care about. I'd like that 10k back, but I guess explore around a little bit.
I could also pray in here and get my miracles?
Prayers. Yes.
Same thing.
If you want axe though, that's the axe shop.
This is the axe shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run by Bob. Bob's axes.
Does he have burgers?
He does not.
Oh. Did it say anything?
You have to click it. No, so the way when you hover over something, it says what it is on the top left, like what action you're going to try and take. So you're killing a rat. If you click the blue tab in the bottom left, that says game.
This one?
Yes. That's the one I was talking about. So it'll say like, you search the crate, but find nothing. I think one of the most...
I thought I remembered it seeing it up top, but no.
Well,
Is
it
that
tells you what the action you're going to take is. Like, if you hover over man, it'll say attack man. Whatever the first option on that is.
Or no, that's just that's Bob.
That's Bob, yes. So, what I thought was most interesting about seeing you play for the first time, because one thing that's interesting is you have not played Tutorial Island. So that's something I should preface. So you know, like, a lot of basic stuff you're supposed to know to even get to this point, you don't know. Like, it was a big thing, like, oh, you can right-click.
How do you know the price?
You value it. At first option, hit value, and it pops down in the chat window. So it costs 56 coins.
Would you be terribly...
All this is all yours.
Okay.
Go nuts. I have 18 mil,
Okay.
I think, right now. It's all in it's all in an offshore account, actually. I'm not even joking. They have a mini game you can play where you like become the ruler of a kingdom, and they'll generate your resources. You pay your workers, and they'll generate resources for you. So, that's what I meant by that.
Is this another cook?
Oh yeah, separate
Okay.
cook though. I believe he's the cooking tutor.
Oh, okay.
So one thing they added in an update was they added a bunch of tutors for skills. So you can be like, how do I start this skill? And you'd be like, oh well, here's some stuff. Try it out.
What happens if I open this coffin?
That's actually part of a quest. I think a ghost might pop out at you and just talk to you. It'll be gibberish, but
Okay.
if I recall the quest correctly,
Like,
he should be gone. It's like you have a quest to put him to rest.
okay.
So yeah. But yeah, one of the things I thought was most interesting about seeing you play for the first time is when you found out you could examine things. You examined everything.
Yeah.
Which is like, you're like, flowers, examine, huh. And there's a lot of cool little like Easter eggs.
How do I cut this tree down?
That's not actually a tree that's you can cut down. It's
Well,
like
that's
special.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's complicated. Usually if you can't cut a tree down, it has a very specific purpose, a scenery or like an agility shortcut or something like that.
Actually, fuck you.
Yeah.
You look... It's ROTS.
ROT.
Words of unusual size.
That
ROUS, I'm sorry.
No, I was like really confused because like there's like a RuneScape clan that's like infamous called ROT. And I'm like, did you like research before this?
No.
That was like super like poignant. I was like,
I was trying to make a Princess Bride reference,
Oh,
but I
no.
screwed up the acronym.
there's essentially they're a clan I don't really know the history because it was before I started playing OSRS again. But
Salmon Strong U.
apparently they had like these clan tournaments and that clan swept them. Like they won every single event. And then when they released Deadman mode, which is PvP everywhere essentially, and when you die you
right.
lose experience, they just like took that over because they were just so huge and play a bunch.
How do you... I wanted to cut down a tree.
You have to find a tree you can cut down, which there's nothing over here.
Okay. Also,
So,
speaking of which, I should probably...
as you play, you learn the areas.
Where are the cows again?
They're going to be around Lumbridge in general.
Okay.
You might have to
I think I remember they were up there.
Yeah, those were the sheep, but I would look over
Or-
there or on the other side of the river. But basically all of Lumbridge. A lot of this will be
I'd
confusing to
say
you
there.
because you just have to memorize the lay of the land. Like, you can't click that far. You have to click on the mini map because, again, that's not actually part of the game. And that'd be too easy. Walk across the continent. Like, what's
You
interesting...
can't fault me for trying, right?
It's not as big now, but it used to be a big thing. Is like you'd have really odd, random businesses in RuneScape. One of them is if you right-click on a player, you can click follow, and you'll follow wherever they go. So people would be like, "Hey man, here's 1,000 coins. Can you taxi me to Varrock?" And they're like, "Sure." And you take the coins, and then they will walk you to Varrock so you can go like poop.
Wait, what?
Like no, it's serious. It's
Oh, you mean real life?
yeah. Like,
Oh, okay.
Or like you want to go like make some food. So like, hey, I need to go very far. I don't want I can't cast the teleport spell. So just I'll follow you and you walk them there. But it's not as common anymore.
Cows!
Yes, indeed. Cows are like really big for training the levels. It helped a little bit that they actually released monsters that were a little bit better, but they're still like the classic go-to. Like these are always busy. We talked about in the first video about how they added a dairy cow specifically because people would come and do a quest where you need to get milk and all the cows were just slaughtered. And it's like, oh well, we have to add a cow. Yeah, we have to add a cow that can't die just so people can reliably do this quest.
It's like, well, what if I want to murder every cow?
It's tough. They breed too quickly.
I want to take the cow hide, I think.
That is a good leap of logic. Yes.
Cow. Are all these cow hides?
Yes.
Or no, some of them say bones.
Well, it's a pile, so right-click the pile. Because cows will always drop bones, raw beef, and cowhide. I wanted to say I would take 14 to be sure you have enough.
I'll take 20.
Yeah, you can. You only have 28 inventory slots, but I mean, you could just drop it on the way there. So, yeah.
On the way where?
To wherever you need to go to get more shit.
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
Or less shit, who knows?
Or take a shit?
Yes.
Like,
Sadly, you
it's
can't
how
do
you
that.
used to follow someone, right?
It's actually a running joke in the game that there's no toilets. There's bathrooms, there's like showers and a bunch of other crazy stuff. There's not a single toilet.
Well,
I think there is now, though.
It's like Rome. They didn't exactly have toilets, so they did have, aquifers that you just just pooping and just.
But I think they finally added a toilet in an update. It was an outhouse, and it was because they had a joke already in the game where you have a spell called NPC Contact that lets you contact NPCs that are important to talk to from anywhere in the game. So like instead of going across the world, you're like, hey, what's up? I'm done with my quest. They're like, okay, whatever. And you're like telekinetic, and you would pick random, and that would usually go to a dude who's like, who the hell are you? I'm just trying to like take a dump or something. Like, I don't know what exactly he says, but I believe then when they made the new content, they added him, and he just sits in there like screaming about all these voices he hears in his head just all throughout the day, and he just wants to take his poop. Funny stuff, especially like old school. I should say, old RuneScape. Not to confuse like old school RuneScape. Like RuneScape back in 2007 before. It has such like a layered history. Like it was very common to see like very small jokes. Like if you examine a tree, I want to say a basic tree, like up on the top right there. That's an oak.
Well,
examine that one. Examine it in the text.
Strong tree with grapple marks on it.
Interesting.
Or wait, one of the most controversial.
Yeah. Not the one I thought. Certain trees will give you the. No, I'm thinking of it the other way around. It's something like some of the trees will say like you can chop it down with a herring.
Is that a reference to Monty Python?
Yes. Oh, and then I want to say if you examine the herring, or the salmon, and if you examine the tree, it's like this is not the mightiest tree in the forest. Because the knights who say "ni" task them with chopping down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring. And then I think if you go to like there's the gnome stronghold, which they live in these giant trees, and you like examine like the biggest one or something. I want to say even then it's like not even this is like the mightiest tree in the forest, like just like as a homage because like, it was a very classic joke. And I think it's just because like when it came out originally, and I'm sure when they rolled out the examine function again, like people would just examine everything. Like even now I'll be like, I'll examine that just because it's like anymore it's usually a joke. So it's cool stuff, and it does help a lot of the time. Like usually they'll give you some hint in there if it's something that you can interact with, or they'll put like cool text like, "Oh, this hasn't been cooked yet," so it's like, okay, I know what I need to do.
Okay, so I have probably what I need to make a good amount of leather. I'm sure I'll probably need twine or rope or something.
That is a good thought. But I would say you're getting colder going back up here.
Okay. Let's not go that way.
I always wonder like what some people's stories are like. What there's that guy who he had a whip, which is expensive, but then he's wearing like really basic robes and then like a graceful head. What was he doing? He was in I guess Puro, but
maybe
the minigame.
Maybe he's doing a Dark Souls build type thing. Or,
maybe one thing I want to do is like a throwback to like Dark Souls. Is what I always thought was fun in Dark Souls. You do like theme builds or like cosplays. So, I think it'd be cool to do something like that on RuneScape. And one of the videos I originally wanted to do that like didn't work out was I wanted to do Green Dragon PKing, where you dress up as a green dragon and you go like fight people that try to kill the green dragons in the wilderness.
What is this?
Oh, that's a reference to a quest.
I've seen the thing.
If you in his sheep field, there's actually a sheep that's 2 penguins, and it's all part of a quest called the Cold War, where penguins try to take over the Earth or something.
Oh, huh.
That was a really fun quest. They like shrink you down and put you inside a clockwork penguin.
Clockwork? It's like a mech, I guess.
Like yeah, it's a mech, but it's only like what, like 2 feet tall. So they
Okay.
shrink you down so you can control it instead of making a giant one. And then you go and
Makes
invade.
sense, I guess.
It's a really cool quest. It's really awesome made. Like they're like heavily militarized. Because at one point they find you out and they use like technology to make a penguin mech. And then
Okay.
So
Not your average penguin.
no, it is not. I will say to get to the place you need to convert the leather,
What
you
is
will
it?
need to go through the Alcarid Gate.
Right,
Which
not,
is a-
Can I not do it in here?
No,
The
because
blacksmith?
you need an NPC to tan the leather.
What?
Because when you make leather in real life, you like
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a blacksmith can't do that?
no.
What the fuck?
I
Skyrim has taught me nothing.
I was paid. Well, no, you have a rack. You have a tanning rack. Right? It's not the blacksmith itself.
Well, but they're always at blacksmiths.
Yeah, but they make you do it. Anyway, I actually taught a leather.
You say, where did you say I have to go through?
The Alcarid Gate. It's south of here. The toll gate.
Not the toll gate.
That is the toll gate.
That is the toll gate.
Into Alcarid. It's a very infamous place, I guess. Very famous, I would say, because everyone has gone through Alcarid Gate. Can't click on the map.
I thought like I could have sworn that there were certain places I could click on.
You can click on the mini map on the top right.
Oh,
Yes,
that's okay.
but you're limited to like that small range, and for it to path to you. I heard.
I'll get there somehow. Life finds a way.
Don't go through the gate just yet. We'll probably wrap up here. That'd be a good place to cut before you head in. But
Don't go gate.
we'll stay here. We'll cut the episode. But this is an interesting spot because what's interesting about this gate is it's the gate into like the desert area, and it costs 10 GP to go through. And a lot of times you come through here and you don't carry cash. That's why a lot of people like kill these goblins for money. And just a thing where it's like
Poor goblins. What did they ever do?
it's probably like if there's a list of like the 10 richest like NPCs in RuneScape, these guys would probably make the list because so many people have gone through these gates. And they have a quest where if you do the quest, you don't have to pay the toll. And that's what they'll talk to you about when you go through. But it's just a very like iconic thing because this area around Lumbridge is like goes back to 2001, I think, is when it was created, back in what's called RuneScape Classic, where everything was like almost like Doom, where it's like a 2D sprite just trying to mimic a 3D thing. And I'll have to show you some screenshots. So it's just very interesting of the history, but
So is this like maybe foreshadowing of like what Donald Trump's goal is when making a wall? He just really just wants to make a toll gate, and like that'll fix our economy.
maybe they have made a lot. They have made a lot of money at that gate. You could always go north and go around, but no one wants to do that.
See, the
Never
thing is
do
like
that.
it's not to stop illegal immigration; it's just that we get a little money out of every time it happens.
I guess.
Okay.
Well, you want to cut the episode here, and we'll pick up back
Sure.
where we are. All right, this is Grant.
And Andrew.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like below or even subscribing. It means a lot. And if you have an idea that you would like to see Andrew do by himself, then just leave it in a comment below and we'll check it out. Thanks again.